Human beings are sensitive to social hierarchies. They are interested in their own and their group members' standings. Therefore, when people interact with others, some questions naturally run in their heads, such as: is he self-assured? Is he in charge? Is he reliable? How prosperous is he? Is he an underdog? The answers to these queries determine how we should approach the other person, which makes them crucial. We are more likely to behave politely and take extra precautions when around high-status individuals. In worst-case scenarios, we might even treat them poorly if they have a low status. It's because those with higher status have more access to resources. They are well-connected and wealthy. One stands to gain greatly by maintaining good relations with them. Because determining someone's social status is so crucial, we rely primarily on nonverbal cues. Most of the time, you don't even need to speak with someone to find out how they are doing. Based on their possessions, attire, and nonverbal cues, you can determine their status. High status was primarily attained by our ancestors through the accumulation of wealth. They gathered resources primarily through dominance and the creation of alliances. Most of our evolutionary history has been ruled by might. For this reason, power and prominence go hand in hand. Those with high status tend to behave and communicate dominantly. Because men's reproductive success is more dependent on resource accumulation than women's, we typically see men striving for social status and displaying dominant behaviors. Common dominant body language themes. This video will outline almost all of the major body language signals for you. The goal is to educate you on these signals so that you can use them strategically to create the impressions you desire. Knowing these signals will also allow you to respond to them more effectively. Having said that, there are some recurring themes in dominant body language examples. Knowing these themes provides context for understanding and remembering the various body language signals of dominance. 1. Displaying control. Controlling people, things, and the environment is central to dominance. The more dominant a person is, the greater their power and control. 2. Appearing bigger. When it comes to dominance, size matters, as it does for many other animals. Smaller organisms are easily defeated by larger ones. When smaller animals come into contact with larger ones, they frequently submit without a fight and without putting their lives in danger. Making yourself appear larger is thus used by humans to intimidate and dominate others. It communicates. You better back off before I hurt you because I'm bigger than you. 3. Being a leader. Control is exercised by leading. Leaders guide, instruct, advise, and assist others. Because leading necessitates following, it is ultimately a form of control. People are often willing to follow high-status leaders. As a result, it's more of a positive control. 4. Displaying an open body language. Because they have nothing to hide, dominant people exhibit openness in their body language. Body language that is closed conveys defensiveness and fear. It is an attempt to protect one's vital organs from attack. Now that we've covered the common themes of dominant body language, let's look at the various dominant nonverbal signals. The first is eye contact. Maintaining eye contact demonstrates that you are unafraid of people and confident in yourself. People who are unable to maintain eye contact demonstrate nervousness and a lack of self-assurance. They are concerned that others will judge them negatively. Number 2, avoidance of eye contact. Depending on the situation, avoiding eye contact can have many different and sometimes contradictory meanings. Most of the time, it conveys nervousness and social anxiety. In some cases, it conveys dominance in the form of, "I'm not looking at you. You're not worthy of me." This frequently occurs when someone is competing for the attention of the dominating individual. The dominating individual ignores or looks aside. Assume you walk into your boss's office to ask them a question. When you speak to them, they hardly glance at you and continue to stare at their device. They are conversing. "You aren't significant enough for me to interact with." 3. Raise your chin. When you lift your chin slightly, you demonstrate that you are not scared to expose your neck, a vulnerable portion of your body. Another way this conveys power is that it allows you to look down on people, since your eyes are lifted as well. If you're a shorter guy and a taller guy looks down on you, elevate your chin up to seem dominating. Consider the following example. When two individuals greet each other, the one who nods up looks to be more dominating than the person who nods down. 4. Body and head are oriented. Pay attention to the direction in which your head goes the next time you engage with someone at the counter. If you're not a dominating person, you'll notice that your head shifts to the side to scan the environment while your body is facing the counter. This gesture conveys, "I can't deal with what's in front of me. I'm looking for a way out." It's one of the symptoms of anxiety. Most of the time, confident people glance in the direction that their body are pointing. 5. Expressions on the face. The following facial expressions convey dominance. Making a neutral, dismissive expression, when others were expecting a positive reaction from you. Smile of contempt. Smiling less frequently. Frowning. Lower brows plus narrowed eyes. "What the heck are you on about? You want to know a secret? Here's how to attract a woman without saying a word." For hundreds of thousands of years, men had to attract women without saying a single word. Before language existed, the only tool men had to turn a woman on and convince her to reproduce with him was his body language. There's a video on how to make a woman feel interested using body language, and I left a link in the description.